Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the show. This is London is back. We're in the house and we're without Deji and D, but I am being promised that they're going to make an appearance and I hope they will do. Deji had, to be fair, did say he was going to be a little bit late tonight, and D's had to go out for a family emergency, but he will be back. Well, he's kind of hoping he will be back anyway. I need him back, man, because he's the one I'm talking on tonight. I tell you this, Crystal Palace have literally been in the mud for God knows how long, and we absolutely destroyed them. So listen, I hope that all is good with him. He would normally be here. He's not ducking. I know D. He's a pretty good lad. He'll come on when he says he'll come on. So let's see how we go on. Hopefully he's all good, man, and he can jump on soon. Don in the house. What are you telling me, bruv?
Bro, I got an early birthday present yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I saw a nice, convincing win. I saw a lineup that I wanted to see. We'll get into the Chelsea game after, but yeah, man, it was nice. But big up the chat, obviously. Big up Lawless. Big up Dan, man. It'll be a good show. It'll be a good show either way, man.
Yeah, man, 100 it will, man. Lawless back, man, after our little rant on a Monday night. It's nice to clear the air sometimes, my bro. How you feeling, bro?
Yeah, feeling good, feeling good. You know what? Do you know what I love when these back and forths happen? How biased the titling of these clips are. You know what I mean? It's very, very telling, isn't it? Very telling. Your minion Sam. Yeah, the way he titles these things.
Listen, I don't clip up, bro. I don't clip up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, your minion Sam. Your minion.
Not my minion.
Your Arsenal minion. So, yeah, keep an eye on that. But listen, don't matter because we're making moves in this transfer window. The only team that are. So, yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. Why's my mum asking you when your birthday is, Don? What's going on? When is your birthday?
Oh, it's today, bro.
Nah, it's today.
Oh,
yeah, bro. Happy birthday, man. I never knew that.
Yeah,
happy birthday, bro.
Thank you,
How
man.
old are you now? How old are you now?
27.
27. It makes me feel old, man. I've got 10 years on you, bro. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I know I don't look it.
When he said early birthday, I was thinking like, oh, it's gonna be next week or something. I didn't imagine it was today.
Yeah.
Nah, yesterday. Little early birthday present, little pre-date.
Yeah, man. When you said early birthday, I was with Lawless. I was like, he means like in a few weeks' time or something. Do you know what I mean? Fair play, man. Fair play. Big up to you and happy birthday. All the chat say happy birthday as well, man. So come on.
Love. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Let's start with you, brother. Last night I watched the game. You absolutely destroyed them. It was like, 20 minutes and it was game over. That's probably the Chelsea you want to see, but some went out. I mean, I said on the group chat that I'm in with Tobes, and he's like, so what? That's what Chelsea should be doing. But real talk, like, I can't lie to you. I didn't really expect that absolute smashing just because of the way that I've been watching Chelsea of late. So what pleased you about last night, bruv?
Bro, listen, Toby can say that as much as he wants, but we haven't been seeing that on the pitch. When we played against Middlesbrough, we lost. Do you know what I mean? And we weren't playing any fluid football. And a big part of that was because of the lineup that Poch went with. Dropping Broja after he scored that goal against who was it that we played when he scored that goal, man? Who was it when he scored the header? Preston. That's it. He scored a goal against Preston. He got dropped. You're playing Cole Palmer up top. You're playing Levi Cole left back. You're playing Gallagher, in the pivot, taking Enzo off quite early on in the game. The game was a mess. So, just because we've got these players, if they're not being used correctly, you're not going to play well. But what I saw yesterday was the lineup that I would have gone for, a brave lineup. Dropping a guy in Gallagher that he's been dependent on pretty much every game. That's someone that I've been speaking about week after week, saying we don't need him against low blocks because on the ball, he just hasn't got the quality that a Cole Palmer does. He doesn't have the quality that an Enzo does, that a Caicedo does. When he plays in between the lines, the amount of times I see him going backwards, he's scared to take the half turn. The amount of times that his pass is always a little bit loose, or in front of goal, he takes too many touches. He doesn't know when to release the ball. So, Gallagher, he wasn't needed for this game. And when you play a midfield three of Caicedo, Palmer, and Enzo, you see the quality on the ball. We was actually attacking with a lot of intent. We were creating good chances as well for the attackers. And I was seeing guys like Disasi crashing into the box on a mad one. I'm seeing Levi Colwell looking a lot comfortable because he's played, in his natural position. I'm seeing Ben Chilwell doing what Ben Chilwell does when you're playing against a low block, and he's, up and down constantly, providing that movement on the left-hand side. So it was a good performance from every single player, man, barring Mudryk and Broja. Mudryk, absolute howler. And I'm happy that Pochettino took him off at half-time, brought on Madueke, and obviously Madueke got that goal. And he's been playing really well, man. Every time he's been coming on, when he started games, like when he started against Luton, he scored. He's kicking on right now. Do you know what I mean? I've got time for Madueke because for me, one-on-one, he's probably the best player in our team when it comes to beating a man one-on-one. He's one-on-one, you don't want to be up against Madueke. I can't lie. If you remember, Dan, last season as well, when we played you at the Emirates, he scored against you lot. He was probably our best player that game. Do you know what I'm saying? So overall, bro, I was happy with the performance. I said before the game, I don't want to scrape past Middlesbrough. That's not good. You know, I can't be ignoring performances just because we've won the game. I wanted to see a convincing performance. I wanted to see a positive lineup, and I got that. And again, during the game, Pochettino, he was good. You know, the substitutions, bringing on Alfie, bringing on that Gilchrist guy as well. Really good, man. Really good. So I can't complain about yesterday, man. I think exactly what we've been asking for, and that's what we got. You know, but now the question is he going to carry on being positive now, or is he going to go back to being the scared Poch where it's like, oh, I need to bring Gallagher on the pitch for the legs. I need to put Levi back at left back for the height. You know, is he going to start overthinking again? So on Friday, we'll find out. We'll probably see Gallagher start, to be fair, because obviously fitness and injuries, you don't overplay people. But what I said earlier on the stream I done on Chelsea Fan TV is if you're going to start Gallagher and it's not working at half time, please be ruthless and just take him off. You know what I mean, don't wait until the 80th minute, 70th minute. Be proactive. Don't be reactive. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yesterday changes things for him. Honestly, man, it was a good game.
Yeah, it was, man. I watched it and I thought, yeah, fair play to Chelsea when you got to do the business and get the deficit down. They did that within a couple of minutes of the game and then they just absolutely flew. Before I bring Lawless in, man, give me a sec.
All right, you know what? You can record this. We're winning the FA Cup. Go on, record that.
Okay.
We're winning the FA Cup.
All right.
Do that, yeah.
Okay.
As Crystal Palace, we are genuinely finished. That's why I'm wearing all black.
Funeral.
Yeah, funeral. We are finished.
This is D's time. Why am I included?
Yes, D, just on time, my brother. What's going on, man?
I'm good. What's going on?
Oh, bro.
Hey, looks like what? Roy's doing the job. My God.
You got in the FA Cup next,
time,
anyway.
You're
You're winning. You're on the road to the FA Cup. Who you got next?
I mean, who you got next?
Don't worry about us. We answered that.
It's about longer than you had.
Winning it.
It's about the day longer than you did.
You're the one. You survived only because you was playing a day later. That's why you just.
It's not my, exactly. It's not my fault as well.
You were winning the FA Cup though, as we just saw. You know what I mean? So, who's next?
It's not. Yeah, man. It's not easy, man. It's not easy. I'll be honest. I haven't done any content since the Arsenal game. I've had, so yeah,
and the glasses are killing me. This is like
the first time, man. It's like the first time I've done any content. What happened? Oh, I mean, I can't really talk, man.
Yeah,
United. I can't even say what happened against Sheffield United. I'm not even looking at the camera. You can't see where my eyes are looking right now. I'm looking down right now, man. I'm looking down.
Man asked the question, then he reeled himself in. What happened against? Oh, I can't even talk.
Look down. You can't look me in the eye. Look up in the.
You can shut up. That's what you can do. What you?
Bro, I didn't even want to
look you in the eyes. You trying to get Sheffield United? That's not.
I didn't even want to shift to your team yet. I didn't even want to shift to your team yet because I need to hear some. Yeah, I need to hear some prop on my team right now. Yeah, but you lot were just horrendous.
You ain't getting no prop. What do you mean
horrendous?
Prop? Like
horrendous.
You beat Middlesbrough. Yeah? All right, well done.
No. I need Poch to hear from every single person that this is what he needs to carry on doing. Yeah. Every single person needs to tell Poch that this is what he needs to carry on doing. Do you get what I'm saying?
He doesn't. He needs to go back to doing what he was doing. He don't need to be doing this. Poch, you're watching.
When have we got you, by the way? When have we got you, Lawless? When we playing you?
I think it must be March or something.
Okay. I can't wait to play on the bridge.
You're gonna beat him, Don. You're gonna beat him.
Oh, the bridge. The bridge.
We must beat
I'm scared of the bridge.
They've been our bogey team recently, bro. Honestly, West Ham, they're dodgy, man. Trust me. We beat them here and there.
Everyone's bogey team, man. They've been our bloody bogey team this season.
Yeah,
That never happened.
they're weird bunch. Not ours, anyways. They can't beat us. That's for a fact. But yeah,
we always beat you, Palace. We love playing you, lot. We love playing you. Even last year, we beat you twice. As shit as we were.
No. I'm talking about West Ham. West Ham can't beat us. But
Lawless, yeah. Look at him having to run away from Chelsea. Oh no, I'm not
Gallagher
you,
last minute, D. I know you remember that Gallagher last minute, D, last season. Yeah, I know you remember.
I'm trying to forget a lot of stuff. But Lawless, man, we're both in the mud, man. What do we do?
What do you mean? We're sixth, mate. We're sixth in the league.
Shut up. You know you're punching above your weight.
I said, what should we do?
What do we do from here onwards? Like, Lawless, come on. We're on the same team here now. What do we do?
Who are you making signings? Who's making signings here? Whose team's signing?
You know what's funny? There's a player that's going on strike. Yes, he's missing training because he wants to join Crystal Palace. It's crazy. I never thought I'd see the day. There's a right back from Genk. He scored, I think, 5 goals. 3 assists, probably got more goals than Antonio this season. And he wants to join Palace. He's going on strike.
I heard he was going on strike to not join Palace. Like, they was wanting to sell him, and he was like, nah.
No, man, no. I mean, I'm surprised. He still wants to come.
Hey, is it that Hodgson Pool, yeah?
It's ambitious, but I think there's a signing potential from Blackburn. Adam Wharton, I believe. £50 million, £20 million midfielder, 19 years old. I mean, we're trying to do something. But my club is finished.
So why are you Hodgson out, when he's got that kind of pull? Like, what's going on?
Oh, shut up. It's not nothing to do with that. Just shut up. Yeah, shut up. You think there's a player from Genk that's going on strike and not going training because he wants to play for Roy Hodgson? Or does he want to play for a Premier League football club? Come on, let's be real now. You just shut up. You're taking a piss.
But you know who we're getting? A big boy player, yeah? So none of these little Genk players. So don't come and chat to me like we're the same. We're not the same.
I mean, let's talk about you then, because I don't want to talk about Palace. So that's fine.
No, I'm not. Listen, we're not going West Ham. I'm just saying, you're saying we're the same, right?
No,
we're not the same.
We are. The difference is you basically have a free stadium. And we don't have that, so
Don, come join me, Don. Come join me. Leave these two down there, man.
You've cheated your way through. You've cheated your way through.
Free? Do you not know we pay millions of pounds a year for that stadium? Do you not know that?
Man, it's free. We all pay for your stadium. That's how it works. We all pay for your stadium.
So D, like, let me ask you a question. Yeah, like when is it gonna become untenable for Roy, man? Because you lot are just getting worse by the minute. Your players look like they've checked out. Yeah, I'm even seeing guys like James Tompkins coming on the other day, brother. Tompkins.
And he was dreadful, by the way. He was embarrassing.
James Tompkins.
My word. That guy's still playing,
He was once a good player.
Look. First of all, I mean, it's bigger than Roy. Honestly, I mean, Potts was there. You lot probably saw it as well. There was banners right before the game ended. I mean, I've never seen a banner like that. Like, you see banners, small banners, but there was literally a massive banner saying, we're not progressing as a football club. So we got bigger problems than Roy. But Roy should have been sacked about a month ago. So I don't know how he's still in the job. Apparently still going to have 3 more games. It's just, I don't get it. Honestly, I don't get nothing about Crystal Palace right now. We are finished. Who
do you want? Who do you want, D? Who do you want, though? You sacked Roy. Who do you want? Steve Cooper, Graham Potter?
Anyone. Honestly, bring in Lawless. Bring in this deluded idiot. He'll probably do a better job than Roy Hodgson.
Listen, I'd be the biggest manager you've ever had at your club, mate. I'm bigger than
Well, you know what's funny, Lawless? I don't think you can really talk about Roy Hodgson because you can't even beat him. So I'll tell you that. Others can talk about Roy Hodgson, but you can't because you can't beat Roy Hodgson. Let's not forget about that. Yeah.
Wait till you come to the LS, mate. If you're talking about the bridge, wait till you come to the LS.
We were there last year and we beat you. We beat you last year.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that if Arsenal didn't send the police to take your drum away, you would have beat them? Do you think that was the turning point? They got to keep their drum.
You still blow bubbles. You have grown-ass men. Yeah, you have grown-ass men blowing bubbles before a game.
No, we don't. We don't. We have machines for that. We have money.
How on earth do bubbles create atmosphere?
We have machines that we buy that make the bubbles for us. We don't actually have to have.
It's so fucking childish, yeah. It's most childish thing I've ever seen.
There's you lot with your
get onto
little
our-
hoodies,
you
your
can
little
get
drums,
onto
and like, oh, we're ultras. We're
You cannot
ultras.
get onto our drum. No, forget about that. A drum is there. But hold up, Potts can't even laugh because they have a drum. Drums are
Yeah, that's
normal.
what I'm saying. They got to keep their drum.
We
Where's
got to
your
keep
drum?
ours. Ashburn and
your
Army got
drum?
to keep their drum. But
Do you know what
got
though, D? Do you know what though, D? Yeah, look, you've got. The thing is, if he was to sack Roy Hodgson right now, I think it would be good timing, yeah, because I'm looking at your fixtures now. You've got Sheffield next at home, then you've got Brighton away, then you've got us, yeah, at home. Then you've got Everton, who aren't on the best form right now. Then you've got Burnley, bro, like, and then Spurs. So the next
But you
month,
realise, yeah, at this point,
you know,
bro, I've seen enough of Palace this season. Sorry to cut you off. We can have Middlesbrough 5 games in a row, and I'm still not confident. Like, it doesn't matter. The fixture list doesn't concern me.
yeah, but why are you not confident? It's your manager, though, isn't it? How he's setting you up.
Yeah, of course, it's manager. I mean, yes, Elise is out, but geez, like, do you know how awful we
Will
are?
Hughes on the wing. Will Hughes on the wing, bro.
This is such a
Like,
flip-flop.
anything other than playing players in his position. This guy,
Bro,
You know
your
what's
front
the
three.
funniest
Your
thing?
front 3D against us was Will Hughes, Jeffrey Schlupp, and Mateta.
he's an ageist. Roy is an
Schlupp
ageist.
is still at Palace. Like, what is
Roy
going
an
on?
ageist.
Schlupp,
Roy-
Klein. Why are these
You know
guys
what's
still at
worse?
Palace?
Hold on, I'll tell you what happened the other day. We had a trial list for the under 21s. Do you know how old he was? After the
How
Arsenal
old?
game? 31 years old.
They're
For the
moving
under
like that.
21s. We had a trial list playing in the under 21s game. He's 31 years old. And you want me to come on here and talk about my football club being serious? We had a trial list who's 31 years old at Crystal Palace Football Club. Like, it doesn't get any cheaper than that. But you know the funny thing is, Roy sees him as a youth player. That's our problem. That's the problem that we have. He's a youth player.
Roy was so great before. You was like this transformation, Potts. In it, like over the years, D has just bigged up Hodgson, how great he is. We was out. Oh, if he managed Newcastle, we'd win the league.
I remember that one. Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
What was that? What did I say?
If he managed Newcastle, we'd win the league. There was that one.
No, I haven't. That was someone else. That was
No. Pete
that was not me.
that.
That was not me. That's something you'll say. That's something you'll say.
We'll get Pete on it. We'll get Pete on it.
Yeah, no.
So now it's Roy. Roy's the problem when Roy was the answer. And Roy was so great. Every time Roy's better than Moyes. Roy's this, Roy's that. What is it? Come on. Flip flop, man.
It's not even flip flop. I personally, look, we banter around, but I said it like he's done a great job in the last 10 games, but he should not be Crystal Palace manager going into the season. The reason why I've done a good job, which I believe is you give some credit to him, of course, because I think he motivated some players and he got them playing, but it was on the back of Vieira's football as well. Vieira's football
should have kept Vieira.
Was bad to an extent. He should have got sacked, right? He should have got sacked, but not every element of our game was awful. Roy came in.
You think though? You say he should have got sacked, right? And I'm not just saying this because I'm a gooner. You say he should have got sacked. For me, the games you had in Roy Hodgson's tenure were fucking easily winnable, mate. And then all of a sudden, it's like win. Oh, he's won 4 games against the teams all below him.
No.
Roy has saved the club. Vieira, I think Vieira would have won.
Vieira had a hard run as well.
Vieira had hard run, and like, don't get me wrong, he actually didn't do wonders. I'm not saying he did, but he got you to an FA Cup semi-final. He signed good players for you, in my opinion. He brought players like Decore, Elise, these kind of man, and that you're all saying are a top talent, which I think they are, to be fair, on their day. But I think it was harsh, man. It was like, right, at least give it right. You've got some winnable games there. Don't win them, off you go. And I think he would have won.
Yeah. 100% agree. Look, when Vieira first got sacked here, I said it myself. I will never forget the day I was driving to AFTV because we was playing Arsenal right before. Yeah. He got sacked, and then we had you lot. Yeah, and we had Paddy McCarthy.
Yeah, you and Turkish.
I literally drove for an hour and a half in dead silence. That day, I had zero food. Like, that day was one of the hardest days that I had as a Palace fan in a very long time. Like, I didn't think he should have got sacked. But on the base of it, you look at results, you look at what's going on. There's things that's coming. There's a thing that hasn't come out yet. That's behind the scenes. That's been mentioned. So, anyways, Vieira, he got sacked. That's fine. But it's the problem. Hodgson came in and he done a good job. No one could deny that. He done a good job. We play some attacking football. But the problem is bigger than Roy Hodgson. If Roy Hodgson leaves today, I think that's a short-term solution. But until the owners change, the problems are gonna be there. I've said it time and time again. I've said it on different channels. I might have even said it here. If Brighton get rid of De Zerbi, Chris Hughton is not coming into the club. That's what we've done. And we kept Chris Hughton for another year. And that's the difference between Palace, and that's the difference between other clubs that are trying to push on. And what that goes
Brian,
down to...
You're finally admitting that you're wrong to go on Brighton. Because you and Maz were moving mad last year, man.
I mean, yeah. I mean, now they're above us. Like, I can't say anything bad about anyone apart from West Ham. They're still shit. But Brighton,
the team that we're above, by the way. Look how he sucks off.
As in, it's been West Ham's best start in the Premier League or something in their history.
No, they have. But I said it last week. And look, you know what's funny, Potts? And maybe, Don, you remember as well. Did I not say last week that they're overachieving? Did I not say that? Did I not say that?
You did. You did.
What happens the game after? The draw against Sheffield United. And I'm telling you, Lawless, this is only the start. You have massively overachieved so far this season.
Context matters, D. Context matters. We missed Alvarez, Kudus, Paqueta. Yeah?
Yeah.
We missed Agüed.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
But we were telling you this though, and you were still saying that you think you're going to finish above us. You said you're going to finish above us.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
but sorry, is AFCON going to happen like every few weeks? Or sorry, is AFCON?
Let me just tell you something, Lawless. Yeah, we're on 31. We're on 31 points. You're on 35. You're on 35 points, right? And you said we're basically nowhere near top 6, and we should basically forget about it. We're coming. Yeah, and the other day when you dropped those points, I was a happy man. You know what I mean? I'm looking at West Ham. Look at me.
Yeah.
Little did I know that after winning the Champions League 3 years down the line, I'll be looking at West Ham results and thinking, yeah, I'm good with that one. You know what I'm saying? But that's where we're at right now.
Everyone, if you didn't know, in South London and West London, they wear flip-flops over there because this is a big flip-flop from Don over Poch. Now Poch is the man. Now Poch is going to do it.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't say that. You see, now he's twisted it. Now he's twisted it because I've been saying, yeah, bro. For me, listen, I've been saying for weeks now, yeah, I want results over performances. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to let my manager get away with murder. My manager's been getting results recently, and funny enough, I'm looking at it. We're the most informed team in the Prem right now. We've picked up about 12 points recently right now, right? Which is mad because the football I'm seeing and how we're winning these games is not good. And I criticize Arsenal for doing the same thing. When they were getting results, I still wasn't convinced. I was saying that their football was unsustainable. And look what happened. They ended up getting 1 win in 7.
Who have you beat? Like, let's talk about the team.
No, bro. We could talk about that in a second. But the point that I'm saying is how we're playing. It has not been convincing, and I've said that it's going to catch up with us. But like I said against Borough, we were set up correctly. So now in the second half, I'm expecting him to be a little bit braver, like he was last night. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, as long as he keeps doing that, there's no way that you don't finish ahead of us because you've got a dinosaur. You've got a dinosaur in charge, bro. That's doing a madness, right? Even this new player you've got coming in. My boy showed me the clips earlier. He's a West Ham fan and showed me the clips and that. I said, yeah, he looks good. You know, he looks attacking. He looks like you can work with him. But I don't know if Moyes is going to be able to get the best out of him, my bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So if I was you, I'll be very careful. I'll be very, very careful.
All right, well, this is the most informed team in the league, right? Let's talk about this form. Let's talk about these results. So they beat Middlesbrough. Before that, they beat Fulham. Middlesbrough, they lost to Preston.
Yeah,
Middlesbrough is not as easy as you make it sound because you couldn't even beat Bristol City. But anyways, continue.
All right, whoa.
and we lost to them. And we just lost to them as well. We just lost to them.
I'm just saying. But I'm not involved in this.
I can't lie. Middlesbrough ID. I can't lie. Middlesbrough are bad, bro. They had 12 injuries. They are shocking. Shocking.
12. Yeah. So settle down. Before that, they beat Luton, and they beat Crystal Palace, right? So who are trash, like basically worse than Middlesbrough. They lost to Wolves, drew to Newcastle,
but you still couldn't beat us, by the way. You still couldn't beat us.
Everton.
What? You couldn't beat
I'm just saying this form that you're talking about. We're the most informed team. Let's have some context.
No, we actually are though. Like you can add as much context as you want, but start of the season we had one of the easiest starts. We had we lost to you lot. We had Nottingham Forest, we lost to Nottingham Forest. Do you know what I mean? There was bare teams. We had Brentford, we lost to Brentford. So you can talk about we've only had these teams, but before we weren't winning these games, bro. We were performing better than what we are now. But we weren't winning it.
You got Anfield, yeah, and end of the month, right? Let's hear you chat then. Let's see what you have to say then.
Bro, I'm confident that we're going to finish above. I'm confident that we're going to finish above you because your manager is a madman, right? And he's not going to keep winning games the way you don't play. right, is very negative. Okay, I'm confident that we're going to beat you. If you want to ask me about different conversations about top 6 and that's when I can, or top 4, whatever. Then I can say to you,
let's put
that's a bit harder. But we're going to finish above you. I know that.
Listen, right. I'll just say this. And listen, I've wanted Poch and all of that stuff, but let's be realistic, right? And I'm going to defend Moyes a second. Let's put Moyes' career versus Pochettino's in terms of what they've won, right? I don't care what Poch won with PSG. That's default, right? That's default.
How can you say you don't care? But he had to win it, bro. He still had to win it.
I could fucking win it. You could win it. D could win it. Anyone could win it with PSG.
Yeah, of course. But he still had to win it, bro. Tuchel, when he joined, Tuchel left them in 3rd, bro, and then he won it by 15 points before the season.
I don't think.
People, let's not do revisionism either, because people were saying, Poch ain't gonna be able to work with the big egos and them lot, Messi, Mbappe, Neymar. That's what was happening, and even at the time,
telling me
I said it's not a good move. I said he should have gone United. No. Moyes winning the league in France, playing this type of football.
You telling me?
You have Mbappe playing left wing back, bro. Like, what we doing it? Yeah,
we don't even play wing backs. He don't even play wing.
That's what he will do over there. He'll lose his head. He'll play Mbappe at left back.
Wait, say it with your chest. Let me hear you say. You're saying
he'll play Mbappe.
Yeah, he'll play Donnarumma up top, like.
Come on, I want this because this. You know what? You need to clip this, Potts, for the West Ham. I want you to. I want to hear.
But he's never gonna go PSG. So what are you gonna clip up? He's never.
No. I want to hear you say if Moyes managed PSG, he wouldn't win the league. You really saying that?
Why do you want to hear me say that? David Moyes and PSG.
Really believe that? I want to say if you believe that. Really,
I don't think he'd win the league playing that negative football. I don't think he'd win the league playing like that. Yeah, I don't.
With Messi's and Mbappe, well, they didn't have.
Messi ain't there no more, bro.
Neymar and Mbappe.
Neymar's not there.
Can I be real?
No,
what are you talking about? What are you talking about now?
Lawless.
No, we're talking about the team Poch had. You give Moyes that team that Poch had.
Nah.
Yeah, but bro, I can't trust Moyes with that team. I can't trust Moyes with attacking players, bro. I can't.
Don, you know what it is?
Hold on. You know what's more impressive? I'm sorry, Deji. Just quickly. Poch's going to Champions League final with Tottenham is more impressive than what Moyes done with that West Ham team in terms of winning the conference.
Okay, what has he got to show for it though? What's he got to show for it?
As
Deji said, that's a dusty competition anyway.
Let me put this into context.
You spent
about £200 million. You spent about £200 million for the Conference League, and you had to go win it. Like, you had to go win it. It would have been an embarrassment to the whole English football if you didn't win it. Whereas Poch, no one expected Tottenham to be in the Champions League final. Let's be real. I think that's more impressive.
But what has he got to show for it? What's he got on his wall? What medal?
I reckon the Champions League runners-up medal. Yeah, then I'd rather have the runners-up medal. For
one that everyone takes off straight away. Yeah, puts in their
probably worth the same value. Honestly, it's worth the same value. What's the Conference League compared to the Champions League? What is it?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He hasn't won anything
outside of. And also, he won the French League. He won the French Cup. He won.
Mate, they're givens. They're givens, mate. That's
are you really trying to compare Poch and David Moyes, the guy that literally just won his first trophy just last year, bro?
I'm just saying you're doing too much on the Moyes slander. Listen, I've given Moyes criticism.
This is unbelievable coming from Lawless.
Wow. Moyes slander. What do you mean Moyes slander? I think for me Moyes is I think Moyes is a good. Listen, Moyes, if you want to play that style of football, listen, go for it. Innit? Moyes is effective. He'll keep you in the league, in and around mid-table. That's his cap for me, yeah. But you lot have
our 11 over you.
But what annoys me, Lawless, is that your players, right, are good players. Okay, that I would take at my club. Okay, you need a manager that's attacking minded to get the best out of them. Your manager's not like that.
Better team than you, yeah. That's what you're gonna say.
No, I don't think you've got a better team than us. No, I don't.
Let's listen. He's biased. Deji,
I'm not being biased. I don't think you've got a better team.
Let me ask you, Deji. I know you're a Spurs fan. Listen, you're in the middle. Hate both teams, whatever.
You've got a better attack than us. You've got a better attack than us on paper.
Who's 11 though? Like if you can't pick and choose, you have to say right. I'm taking this full team. I'm taking either the full first West Ham.
I can't believe this. That
I'm taking the full first Chelsea 11. You can't pick and choose and say I'll have West Ham's attack, their defense. You got to have the full team. And so Deji, Potts, I want to hear what you guys would do.
Boy, I think it's a tough one. For me personally, on paper, Chelsea has a better team.
I knew you'd say
on paper. But it's a bit like what we saw with what we're seeing with Postecoglou and Conte. How you use it. What Moyes has done that I got to give him credit for is he's made you guys kind of decent. Let's be real. The only major criticism I will give of Moyes is he's doing a Conte where he's got attacking players playing defensive football. Apart from that, Moyes has done an amazing job with that squad. Let's just keep it real. But really, talent-wise, Chelsea is a better team in terms of talent and potential. However, for whatever reason, Pochettino is not getting the best out of them. And I don't know the reason why.
I explained why, bro, because he's playing hella guys out of position and poor in-game management, not being brave. That's his main problem.
You're confident that this guy, with playing hella players out of position, poor in-game management, is he's the guy to get.
No, I'm not. I'm not confident. But what I'm saying
you just said you was. You said I'm confident we'll finish above you.
I'm confident. I'm confident we'll finish above you, right? Because, like I said, your squad is not as deep as ours. It's not as strong as ours. Yeah, when you've got your main guys out, it's long for you. We've had our main guys out majority of the season, and I've still been able to look at a team where you can play guys in a natural position. It's my manager that's been the problem, right? He's picked it up, but like I said, now as a fan, as a Chelsea fan, I am now hoping, because hope is part of football. I am hoping that this man has now woken up and isn't going to be doing what he's been doing, the majority of the season. He's going to fix up and just stick to basics like Ange Postecoglou. Don't overcomplicate the game.
It's all the manager. Even though Potter had the same issues, even though Lampard had the same issues, it's the manager.
Do you think though, Lawless, like when everyone's fit,
when everyone's
fit though, Chelsea have got a better 11 than West Ham, right? You agree? When everyone's fit.
Who are we talking?
Lawless, I'm asking
talking
you.
Reece James. We're talking.
I mean, like,
we're talking.
Like, what players were they missing?
Okay, so apart from Areola, who I think.
I'm talking about what players are they missing? Which ones are you saying?
Bro, we're talking about Nkunku. We're talking about Lavia. We're talking about Badiashile. We're talking about who else is there that's missing right now? Reece James,
Fofana, Wesley Fofana.
Wesley Fofana. Chilwell just came back. We're missing
name. I don't want to hear his name because you haven't got him. That's not a player that you have.
But it's the first time he's had surgery now, isn't it? It's the first time he's had surgery on his hamstring. It's the first time. So we don't.
This is a better question. All right, Lawless, this is a better question. In real talk, who are you taking in a West Ham Chelsea combined 11 then? 1 to 11. Who are you taking then? If it's a better squad, a better 11 West Ham squad, who are you replacing the West Ham players with at Chelsea from Chelsea?
Right. So what out of who's fit?
Just their players that are available to them.
But do you know what? The problem is any players that I'd be taking wouldn't be based off of anything they've done at Chelsea, because a lot of these players have done jack shit. Like Palmer. Palmer's actually probably been one of the better players. I wanted Palmer. When it looked like we could get him on loan and he was going to stay at Man City, I did want Palmer. Sterling. I'd take, but again, like Sterling now, he doesn't start for West Ham. He doesn't, because he's not starting over Kudus.
He'll start on your left. He'll start on your left, bro.
If he starts on left, he's not starting over Paqueta.
On my life, Sterling is starting on your left ahead of Paqueta. Paqueta will just drop into midfield. You just drop Paqueta into midfield. You would start Sterling on the left, Kudus on the right, Bowen up top. You play Paqueta in midfield. Okay.
Yeah. If it was
I'd
have
Cole Palmer over Sterling at the moment, personally. But
if you're gonna, Cole Palmer will get into your midfield, and on your wing as well.
Chilwell is another sick note. Chilwell is class, who I would have, but he's another sick note. No interest in players like that.
Would you not take the centre? Would you not take Badiashile or Fofana? Would you not take them?
Listen, they can't even fucking figure out how to say the geezer's name. Is it Badiashile, whatever? They can't even figure out how to say the guy's name.
The funny part, Dan, one of his best centre back was at my club and got dumped, right? And he's here saying that he's got a better team than me and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
And then what happened after you got rid of him? What happened? What happened after you got rid of Zuma? You went down.
Hey, we had Rudiger, we had Christensen. We couldn't sort out their contracts, innit? And they ended up losing them. So that's on my radar. That's on my radar.
Emerson's been class for us. So listen,
he was rubbish for us. That's what I'm saying. Another Chelsea reject.
Because you didn't know how to use him. Bro,
every time we used him, he was rubbish.
West Ham just get Chelsea rejects. I didn't realise.
Yeah, it's like Arsenal diluted, bro. Arsenal diluted over them sides. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. Sorry, is this the Conor Gallagher fan club?
Oh, you can take him too. If you want him, you can take him too.
You know
Listen,
what I mean?
man, let me
Pop knows about Chelsea rejects as well.
Yeah, man, we do. Well, I can't even.
Dan, they might as well take Potter to just finish it off, man. Take Graham as well, man. Shit.
Take Graham as well. Take Graham as well.
I know Lawless wants him as well.
Let me bring Deji in, man. Deji, big up yourself for joining, bruv. Big up, much appreciated.
Apologies for being late as well, my peeps.
Nah, come on, it's all good, man. It's all good. Listen, us three at the top for the first time. Well, listen, it'll happen again, I'm sure. Don't have to take too much heat tonight's show, but these two, it's not looking good at the moment for West Ham.
Why are they at the top? What's the logic behind the placement?
There's no heat on the three at the top right now this weekend. There might be the weekend.
I'm a winner. I've been winning recently.
But Deji's just there by default then because they ain't played. So
yeah, that's fair. But he still ain't getting any heat because obviously he didn't lose to Bristol and draw to Sheffield United.
They're just up there because
5-0 by Arsenal. So you know
because they saw the pictures of Madison now. Madison's back in training now. Yeah,
Madison's back. It's all love. I mean, it's looking kind of peak for the rest of the league, in my opinion. Do you know what I mean? And also,
you think it's been a better signing than Cole Palmer?
Then Madison.
Yeah, Madison, has he been a better signing than Cole Palmer?
Yeah. You know, I respect you, Don. Let's not put them under the same breath. Do you know what I mean? Madison's by far.
Are you all right, bro? Do you want to tell me the goal contributions Cole Palmer has?
Cole Palmer is doing
the best signing this season. He's been the best signing this season.
He's doing well.
What?
Cole Palmer has been the best signing this season.
He's the best
when you
signing
talk about
for Chelsea
value of money. No, he's been the best signing
for Chelsea
this season. When it comes to value for money, bro.
Madison
for me, right? Madison for me, yes, he was the best signing at the start of the season until he got injured. Yeah. I agree with that. Okay, Cole Palmer was doing his thing at the time, but he needed more. But he hasn't been available, bro. Tell me who's been better than Cole Palmer? Getting goals.
Kudus.
Who needs to be better than Cole Palmer?
You're not involved in this conversation, man.
You know what? Since you're being sensible, I'll be sensible. Whilst Madison was away, Madison's probably been the best player. But when you look overall, even the impact of Madison on the Tottenham team, even for the first 10 games, he did more in those 10 games than Cole Palmer's done all so far this season.
How can you say that, bro? No, it's not a fact. No, it's not a fact.
We saw that. On everyone's lips, everyone said number 10, Madders has been the main man so far. And
I agree with you, but
how much of an impact he had from back then.
That doesn't mean that Cole Palmer's been like you're talking as if Cole Palmer hasn't been.
You know what it is, though.
Let me tell you one of the best players. He has to go to the Euros as well.
Let me remind you.
I'm sure everyone will agree here that he has to go to the Euros. Everyone, Dan, Lawless.
Let me just say this. It's very difficult. The only thing that I'm struggling with on this show, Dan, is the levels. You know, we've got people at the top, people in the middle, and people in the bottom. So we all have a different perspective on life. Chelsea are not having a great season. So Cole Palmer is doing bits. But really and truly, it's a poor season for Chelsea. And what I'm seeing from you, Don, is that your standards have dropped as well. Where what he's doing is basic stuff. Lampard was doing better than this year.
Come on, man.
Lampard was better than this year. I lie.
What's basic about what he's doing, though?
No, Cole Palmer or Lampard? Who was doing more bits?
Come on now. Listen, Cole Palmer can't even chat to Lampard right now.
Right.
That's we're talking about one of the greatest midfielders in the Premier.
Right.
So
when I look at your club, I remember the good old days. I'm not looking at your club now. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, my bro? What's your point on Cole Palmer? Palmer's doing great, but I'm looking up for you guys. When he gets you into top 4, top 5, then you can pump your chest the way that you're pumping your chest. But Madison laid the foundation before he left.
Okay,
Cole Palmer hasn't done that.
And Cole Palmer's carried on running with the baton, bro. He picked it up and he carried on running with it. And
you're talking about goals and assists on, right? So he's scored. I'm looking at this 9 goals, and 5 of them have been penalties.
you still got to score penalties, bro. It's part of the game. What, are we gonna discount penalties now or something?
Yeah, we are. But you know why? Do you know why? Because
we're not gonna do that.
You got no defenders to beat. You got no defenders to beat. All you got to do is hit it on target and then hope the goalkeeper goes either the wrong way or he's too slow. You just.
But how do we even get the most of the penalties that we've won? He's played a big part in even getting them, and he's still got to bury them. Right? He took a penalty against Man City last minute. That's an ex-club, first time playing against them. He buried it. He took a penalty against Arsenal, right? That's a big club that we're facing there. Arsenal were on form at the time. Title contenders. He buried it. He took one against Spurs. He buried it. You know what I'm saying? He's taking some high pressure penalties, bro.
It's on the ref as well.
And how many? Salah, is Salah not world class? Is Salah not world class, guys? How many penalties does he miss?
If you took a penalty, would you miss?
If it's so easy, why does Salah miss so many penalties then?
Can I ask you a question?
Why did Saka miss? If they're so easy, why did Saka miss the penalty against West Ham?
Can I ask you a question?
Why did he miss the penalty in the Euros?
Can I ask you a question?
So easy,
do you think if you took a penalty that you would miss?
What do you mean, bro? I'm not. Bro, the pressure might get to me. It might get to me.
I'll be real, because you play ball, so don't.
They call him Cold Palmer for a reason, yeah. We're not gonna hold on, Deji. We're not gonna discount penalties. We're not gonna do that over here. All right.
Do you think you would miss?
I'll be real. Anyone that discounts penalties to me, that is.
Do you think you would miss? Though, answer the question.
Bro, listen. I'm all right at penalties, but I'm just saying that he's better than me at penalties.
Is that a yes or a no?
Well, I don't get your point because you're not gonna get in my head about that.
Do you think you would miss penalty? Because I can tell you now, I ain't kicked ball in 10 years, and I don't miss.
So okay.
There you go.
So you're telling me, yeah, in the Prem right now. So Dad. So we've got Salah. We've got D. Hold on. You got Salah, yeah, a Premier League great, missing penalties, yeah, the way he does. He's missed so many penalties recently as well, yeah. And you're telling me that I don't miss penalties, and don't you even use scores? Bro, don't work like that. Salah's wild.
He's just
wild. How?
When he missed it, he's just wild.
Hey, and either way, yeah, you man can discount. Bro, penalties part of. Listen, scoring penalties is a skill that not every player has.
They don't weigh the same. They're not as. You can't.
I agree with you. I agree with you. But he scored more goals from open. Bro, they still count, and he scored more goals from open play.
Let me ask you this then, right? For real, let me ask you this: if Cole, I think there's been players better than Cole Palmer this season, but in terms of signings, I think Don's got a point. You know, I don't think there's been many that I can think of that have
been a better signing than Palmer.
Bro, he's got in 26 games, yeah. In 26 games, hold on. In 26 games, the guy's got 20 GA, bro. All comps, right? 20 GA, bro, and open play goals as well, bro. Like he scored more open play goals. He creates for us over 90 minutes. He gets involved in the game. He's the driving force ever since he came into the team. Because before he came into the team, the thing I was complaining about, yeah, is we're not creating clear-cut chances. We haven't got a link between the midfield and the attack because he kept playing Enzo in the 10. He kept playing Gallagher in the 10, who wasn't doing anything. He kept running about as if he's wearing big boots, kept slipping everywhere, yeah? Do you know what I'm saying? When he brought Palmer into the team, straight away against Brighton in the Carabao Cup, he gets 2 assists, right? And he played very well. And then from there, we started to pick up form and look like a better team, right? He's been very, very influential to how we play. And like I said, he has to go to the Euros. They have to make a place for him in the Euros because this guy is a player, top player. And I remember when we signed this guy, I was getting cooked. I was getting cooked, Dan. Yeah, I said this guy's a 10. He can play as a 10 and he can play on the right. But me, I prefer him in a 10. On the terrace, they told me no, he's not a midfielder. How are you saying that? I had Nobbins telling me he's not a 10 either. His best position is right winger. I said, bro, ever since the guy started playing professional football 2017 onwards, check his stats. He's mainly played as a 10. Yeah? Check his performances when he's coming in the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup. The guy was balling out, bro.
Let me quickly say this. And I don't rate Arsenal. You know, I don't how I feel about Arsenal. But most Arsenal fans that I've spoken to, and I'm looking you in your face, Dan, right now. If you had Maddison in your team, he would start. And I'm looking you in your balls. Yeah. I'm not so sure if Cole Palmer was in Arsenal that he would start. And that's the levels, bro.
He starts.
I don't think he starts for Arsenal.
He starts, bro. He starts. I've already said it. Disclaimer. I've already said it. He's better than Saka for me. He's a better player. I've said it already. He's better than Bukayo Saka. Yes. He's
Oh,
better than him.
on, man.
He's
Go on.
better than him, bro. He's better than him. I promise you he's better than bro.
He's
Use
better
your
than
eyes.
this season.
Use
He's been
your
better.
eyes. No. It's not about better this season. Use
I'm
your
so happy
eyes, yeah.
to hear, bro.
Use your eyes and see what the guy is doing and see what the guy brings to the team. Yeah. For me, I've always said it. Saka is a good player, right? But I've never put him on the same pedestal as what Arsenal fans do over the years. I've always said for me, he can become a top player, he can become world class, but he's very overrated. He doesn't beat his man on the outside enough, right? He doesn't get involved in the game enough for me, right? I see a lot of games where he gets goals and assists, but the rest of the time he's smelling, right? This is a guy that's got 3 away goals all year, bro. All year, right? The only reason why Salah gets away with what he gets away with in terms of getting goals and assists is because the guy is consistent. Home and away, Champions League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, he's going to do something and leave with something. Saka's not the same player. And when it's been crunch moments, bro, hold on a second, bro. When it's been crunch time, he bottles it, right? He gets scared. Everyone knows towards the end of the season, Saka gets scared. And even when you're scoring goals, even when you're in a position to bottle it, and when you talk about how Palmer plays as a footballer, right? Everything Saka can do, Palmer can do. Saka can't play like Palmer. There's so many things, intangibles in the game here, that just natural ability. Saka, for me, I think he's got great decision making, very mature for his age. But when you look at both of them, I'm sorry, Saka is a robot. Yeah, Saka is a robot. Palmer is jogger bonito. That's what we call jogger. Yeah, that's what we call flair. Yeah, there's certain things. You know, so that nutmeg he did yesterday. That little nutmeg he did yesterday, bro. Yeah, he gets involved in the game. I'm telling you now, Saka for me. Listen, he has the larger. He has the larger. He has. Hold on, Dan.
Let me come in, man.
Saka has the larger sample size. But Dan, I promise you now, when we played you lot in pre-season, it took me just that game in pre-season. I said Saliba's your best defender. I had people telling me, "Whoa, what do you mean? You haven't even seen 5 games?" I said, "Bro, I've got eyes. I can see that Saliba is Arsenal's best defender." You had Gabriel. I saw a whole season of him. I said Saliba's the best defender of 1 game. Sometimes your eyes, bro, they tell a story. And the stats back it up. For me, he's better than him, bro. He's better than him.
Listen, I really like Cole Palmer. I think he's a top player, right? And I've been really impressed with him so far at Chelsea. But in the 19, 20 games, whatever it's been, right? I'm not going to put him ahead of Saka because he nutmegged someone from Borough, right? For me, when I look at it, what I've seen consistently in 4 years from Saka has been carrying a team that's been on its arse, by the way, for the majority of that. At the age of 18, 19 and 20, yeah? I haven't seen enough from Cole Palmer to even put him in the position to say that he might bottle it if he gets there, because he's never been there. He couldn't make it at City. If Saka went to City, he'd definitely make it. I'm not so sure that Cole Palmer was even thought of by Pep. Oscar Bob's getting more games than Cole Palmer. So when I look at it right now, yes, he's done well at Chelsea this season. And I've already said that I think probably is one of the better signings. I would go Maddison for me because I wanted Maddison. I wanted Maddison at Arsenal. I thought it was really gutting that we paid ridiculous amount for Havertz over James Maddison. But I understand that in the latter part of this part of the season, Cole Palmer's been ahead of Maddison because he's been out, right? So you can't sit there and say Maddison has been better overall this season because he's been injured for the majority of it, right? But for me, bruv, I think you, and I've heard a lot of your content, you put a lot of disrespect on Saka. I understand there's a lot of our fan base that overrate him and call him world-class. Deluded. He's not world-class, right? And I've said that to you. He's not world-class. But you make it out like he's some, I don't know, Andros Townsend, the way you talk.
Nah. I don't think it's, bro. I don't think he's no Andros. But for me, I've got preference. For me, I've always said Saka is not my type.
What does Cole Palmer do that Saka can't? Just let me understand.
Bro, in terms of getting involved in a game over 90 minutes, do you know what I mean? Being that driving force constantly, right? Finding himself in various positions all over the pitch. And like I said, finishing his penalties. Every single penalty he's taken so far, he scored every single one of them.
He's cold at penalties. He's cold. I get that.
So for me, like I said, I'm not even, people are going to say, oh, like, talk to me about stats and whatnot. Bro, like, football for me, yeah, like, at the same time, we watch football for aesthetics. Let's not act as if we don't like seeing flair on the pitch and seeing, you know, natural ability. This is why I like players like, you know, Iniesta, your Hazards, your Messi. These are guys where you're watching, and Suarez, they just do things where it's like, yo, you can't coach that. Do you know what I mean? I don't see enough of that from Saka. And like I said, I don't see Saka getting involved in the game enough.
So
and
at the end of both of their
really, Ben Rama is better than Saka. In fact, he's probably better than Cole Palmer. The way you're talking.
Don't even try this.
Bowen is Jared Bowen is better than Saka. Bowen is better than Saka. Yes, Bowen is better than Saka. He's better than Saka. He's a better winger.
You've started now. Don't do this because you get idiots like this trying to.
Yeah, but the thing is for me, Dan, yeah, like he I grew up in the era, yeah, where, bro, if you look at every single team in the Prem, they had gunmen. They had gunmen wingers, yeah. If you even talk about Swansea, they had Dyer and Routledge, yeah, running riot on both sides. You had, guys like Nzogbia, yeah. You had wingers like Nani, Maluda. I'm not saying these guys are world class. I'm just saying you had proper touchline wingers. Saka's not that for me, bro. He doesn't beat his man enough. All this inverting, cutting back, going backwards, Nah, man, it's not
Saka
it for me.
leaves
And
all them
I've always
players you
said
just
it.
mentioned dead in the water already. Nathan Dyer and Routledge. What are we talking
Bro, I'm talking about how they play. I'm not saying they're better players than Saka. I'm talking about I'm talking about in terms of actually being a touchline winger. I've always liked wingers that like to run at their man.
But let me ask you this,
man.
Let me ask you this. I'll tell you what, I'll ask all the panel this, right? Because we've got to come to a close in a minute, right? But let me ask you this. I'll ask all the panel this. At the end of the careers of Cole Palmer and Bukayo Saka, which one do you think you'll look back at? Not worry about what they won or what trophies they lifted. Which one will you go, yeah, he was better than him?
Saka.
I think
It's
it'll be
too early
Saka.
to ask that question. It's too early to ask that. You can't sit
I mean, your guy right now has over 200 appearances. How old is he? 21?
He's 21, 21.
21. So his experience right now is probably the experience of what, a 24, 25-year-old? Your manager, let him keep playing him. Let's see if he even gets to there. Let's see if he gets to that.
That's fair. That is fair. That's on Arteta though, right? So it's not on Saka,
he's
right?
Gonna have a short
fair
play.
In terms of what I've seen, Saka and I like Cole Palmer. This is like saying who do you think's better, like the Messi Ronaldo thing. When you shit on one, it's like, oh, you think the other one's crap. No, I think both players are quality, right? Yeah. But I don't really think that unless I see 3 or 4 years of Cole Palmer at the top and think, wow, like he's being recognized as one of the best wingers in the world. In the league, then I can't really compare the two. And I think Cole Palmer will be right up there. But for me, I think Saka's ahead of Palmer at the moment, just in the way that he's been given his chance. Palmer's not even had his chance. He's burst on the scene, bro. Like,
yeah, but the thing is though, Dan, this is the thing though, I watch a lot of Man City because I like Man City. And over the years, when Palmer first broke through, I was keeping a close eye on him. And like I said, every time I watched him, bro, he never looked out of place. The only reason why he couldn't play, he had Bernardo Silva ahead of him, Mahrez, and even Foden on the right-hand side. Pep would play him on the left, and he's not that good on the left, right? And he would never play him down the middle. But when you watched him for England under 21s in the tournament and that year, and like playing away for England, the guy, I looked at him and thought, whoa, this guy's a player, bro. Do you get it? Like guys are moving like Cole Palmer came from. Right? Hold on, Dan. Yeah, about 45 billion. Guys are moving like we bought Cole Palmer from Wimbledon, bro. We bought him
so stop right there. So if you're saying that 40 million from, sorry, Dej, I will bring you in, man. 40 million from Palmer, right? For Palmer, if Saka would have got that summer, what? So he's worse than Palmer. So would he gone for 35 million then, Saka? If he would have sold
No. But the thing is, of course, Palmer's not going to demand. Yeah, but you can't say that, bro, because obviously Palmer can't demand over 100 million because he barely played, bro. Like the guy had how many?
Exactly, that's what the point is. So
I'm not debating. Yeah, but I'm not debating their sample size. I can't disrespect the sample size. I've already acknowledged it. Yeah, Saka has a larger sample size. I'm talking about them as individuals, bruv. I don't need Saka to be here for 9 years to say that a player that's I've only seen for a year isn't better than that guy. Because for me, I'm using my eyes, bruv. I'm using my eyes, and the stats back up what my eyes are showing me. You know, if Palmer, was doing all these, all techers and that on the pitch, but not getting any end products like a João Felix, I wouldn't be bigging him up at all, bro. But it's the fact of the matter is, on the eye, he's a lot better. And like I said, he gets the goals and he gets the assists as well. Do you get what I'm saying? So for me, he's the better player, man.
Let me bring the others in, man, because I've had my piece, man. Dej, go on, bro.
Yeah, look, I agree. I saw him at City. I thought he was a good player. I don't like to do the cliched stuff, Dan. You know me very well, but I'm not sure we've seen enough to convince us that he can play for a top 6 team. Do you know what I mean? I think he's good. I think he's doing a Solanke at the moment. He's playing at his level. But can he play with the big boys? I'm not so sure. Let's give him time.
He was just with the big boys. He was just with the treble winners. What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
But he hardly got a sniff. Let's just
just because Pep didn't rate him doesn't mean he's a bad player.
No, I'm not saying he's a bad player, but Foden and Cole Palmer, there's a reason why they kept Foden. There's a reason why they sold the brother. Do you get what I'm saying? That's just in my opinion. But let's give him time to cook. I hope he does well, because for me, nothing pleases me more than seeing young English talent coming through doing bits. I've cried out for years
think
to
he
say
will
we
do well.
don't give enough of our talent enough chances in the big clubs. He's found himself at Chelsea. He's doing all right. He's starting. Let's do his thing. But Madders is back. If he can stay ahead of Madders come end of the season, then Don, I'll eat my hat on live on this show and say, you know what? You were right. But I think Madders comes back and puts himself number one. And that's why I said, just call the dog, call in it, and let him just cook.
Oh, so you're feeling a bit threatened then? You're basically feeling a bit threatened. Yeah, you want your boy to get the validation. Yeah?
I'm not feeling threatened, but there's levels to this, and he's not on that.
I can't lie, because when your boy's gone England, when your boy went England, and Gareth played him.
Well, Gareth is a madman.
Let me call him Gareth. Southgate played him left wing. Yeah, he was. You know what I'm saying? He weren't looking good there, and when I've seen him play for England in midfield,
he's a madman. You know that.
Yeah, look good there, bro. You know what I'm saying? He might need a bit of cold world. You know what I mean?
Well, let's see. But I don't think Cole's doing anything in the England squad.
Oh, I know he's gonna bury penalties, unlike some people. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
that's what he's good.
D, let you bring you in, man.
Mark Noble could have done that. They should have called him up, man.
He couldn't do that against De Gea, though, could he? When he came on,
yeah, the special service.
He couldn't do that one. Hey, how can they bring him on second penalty? Was it last minute as well, wasn't it?
That was mad. That was mad. D, go on, bro. In you come, man.
I think Elise is better than both. I do.
Elise is a better right winger. Yeah, he is a better right winger.
I'm just hearing. No. Honestly, I'm enjoying this conversation because like we're sitting 15th, and you are talking about players, but there's better players out there. But right now, honestly, I'll take Saka over Palmer. But Elise is there. Elise is knocking on the door.
Why?
Wait, Elise is better than Saka. Is that what you're saying?
I think
you just take Saka because of his name.
I don't think he's done enough right now, but I think Elise's ceiling is much. I think Elise's ceiling is probably high as Saka or higher than Saka. I think Elise could become a better player than Saka with his goals and assists, from what I've seen from Palace anyways. Because I think Elise carries his Palace team. If Elise joins another attacking side,
so does Palmer.
And he has opportunities that Saka or Palmer gets, Elise is getting more goals, more assists. He's a killer. He's not a talker. He steps out on the pitch and he does his job. With Saka, there's games where he goes quiet. I think Saka is still a very good player. I don't think he's world class. I think he's better than Palmer, but I think Elise could easily top these players. I think he will. I have a faith if he's put in the right system. But for now, yeah, Saka's better than Palmer. Saka's definitely better than Palmer.
Lawless.
Boy, like I said, I think it's too early to be making these. Palmer has been better than Saka this season, but so has Jared Bowen.
Fair.
So this season, and yeah, Saka, I think his career is going to burn out because of mismanagement from Mikel Arteta, misusing him, and that's where it's going to be. And so Palmer might have the longevity unless Saka can get out of Arsenal and get to a club that isn't going to be just playing him every single game, no matter if it's the Prem or the Championship or whatever. That's what I think. But at the end of the day, we've got better players than Palace, so I don't want to hear about no Elise. Kudus is better.
All right, hold on. We can do 1 to 11. Do 1 to 11. Let's move David Moyes and Roy Hodgson as a manager. We've got who you got as a goalie? Because I'm not doing these
Areola.
Not the Areola, and we got Dean Henderson.
It's so funny because Palmer dunked on Arsenal. He dunked on Arsenal.
Okay, we'll give you Areola. Dean Henderson not that far off. Right back, I'm not going to talk about right back. Have your right back. I don't care. If David Moyes is your right back, he's still better than our right backs. All right, now centre halves, Joachim Andersen and Mark Gay is better than your centre halves. Tyrick Mitchell as a left back gets in there. The core, he does. Yeah, he does. Yes, he does. All
right, let you keep going. While he's saying this, everyone remember where his team is in the league.
No. But this is your issue. We're talking about Roy Hodgson versus David Moyes right now. I'm not talking about the Roy Hodgson, David Moyes. I'm talking about players as individuals.
Where did Patrick Vieira get this team?
Huh?
Where did this team finish with Vieira then?
Well, we saw it. I mean, to an FA Cup semi-final.
Oh, wow. Semi-final that he didn't win.
Yeah.
Emerson, to be fair, Emerson has been quality for West Ham the last few years.
Yeah, Emerson's been gone under the radar massively.
Well,
He's won everything there is to win in this game.
Liverpool are winning, yeah?
Yeah, 1-0 apparently. Elise and Eze are two ballers for Palace that I'd 100% take. And I do rate Gehi and Anderson at the back. I think that's fair.
I mean, we're talking about in terms of those 4 players, that's easily 150 million to 200 million pounds just there by them 4 players. I don't know how many players the West Ham have like that. Maybe Bowen, Paqueta, Kudus. I guess you can stack up to that. You know, I think we've got some quality assets. I think they're just being mismanaged by the manager.
So wait a minute. Against how many goals have you conceded? 34 goals.
But then again, you're going back to the man. I'm talking about players as individuals. I think individually.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't matter anything. No players have any responsibility in this team. It goes all on.
No, but you have to coach your team. Right now, Palace are not a well-coached team. It's simple as that. I think we saw it against Arsenal as well. We are not. Forget about well-coached. We are not a coach team. We are not a coach team. I'm convinced.
It doesn't matter who the coach is. Our front three pisses all over your front three. That's a fact. This is a fact. I'm sorry.
To be fair, your front three is ropey, man. I like Elise, but Eze don't really get into your front three. He's more of a attacker. You got Mateta or Jordan Ayew or Jeffrey Schlupp, bruv, or Will Hughes. That ain't gonna happen.
There's Francis that we haven't seen that no one has really seen yet, but he's had glimpses of coming on and
but he ain't getting head up Bowen or Kudus or Paqueta, is he? Like, let's be real.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think West Ham squad is that clear of Palace though. I think we have.
I think it's disrespectful for you to even try and do a combined 11 with us. To be honest,
because you've always said that. You even last season when we finished above you would have thought it's disrespectful.
Yeah, but we had bigger fish to fry. We had bigger fish to fry. That's one.
We finish above Don. We finish above you. We finish above both of your sides the last season. But of course, then you wasn't having this chat about combined 11s because last season
we had bigger fish to fry.
Lawless. If your side is so clear, when's the last time West Ham beat Palace? You can't give me a straight answer because even you can't remember because it's been that long. Don't give me this nonsense about West Ham side being so clear of Palace when you can't even beat us. Remember,
that means nothing. You're just a bogey team.
The league table is not because we face West Ham 38 times a season. The league table is because we face Arsenal, we face Chelsea, we face all them sides. But the one thing that is a fact is that West Ham haven't been able to beat us in about 2 seasons now.
Well, maybe it's down to Spurs logic, and it's your cup final. We do a Spurs. It's your cup final. That's why you can't beat us.
No, it's nothing to do with cup final. It's nothing to do with cup final. These are facts. This combined 11 nonsense and all of this that you're trying to do, saying that West Ham are clear of Palace. Well, that's not the case. Even this season, you couldn't beat us. Last season, twice we beat you home and away, and we finished above you. So don't give me this nonsense about West Ham being clear.
Oh, okay, but we just drew to Sheffield United. So are we close to Sheffield United?
The manager's the issue. The manager is the issue.
You too, man. Jesus Christ.
Arsenal struggled to beat Luton. Does that mean they're on the same level now?
We're not talking about 1 game or 2 games. We're talking about last season and this season. When you look at both all them games that we faced against you lot, you haven't beat us, and 2, it's been very tight. So West Ham cannot have a clear team starting 11 than Palace. As I'm saying, the individuals at Palace are being mismanaged. With a right manager, some of these players that you mentioned, and you won't even be up for debate because they'll be clear of some of the West Ham players. But we've seen
they're so good. They'll be clear of Palace. They'll be on their way.
If Roy Hodgson does get sacked, man, then we will see that, won't we? If Roy Hodgson gets sacked, it won't last long.
Pots, like who's really been coming to their players?
Lawless, when's the last time you beat us? Let's go.
We've beaten you long time.
You can't remember. I can't remember the last time West Ham beat Palace. And you know the reason for that is because, let's be honest, Lawless, I've said this all along. I'm going to say it again. At the end of the season, you are not going to be sick. You've been overachieving this season, and you're not that far away from Palace. Technically, you shouldn't be in terms of squad-wise. Squad-wise, we are very. We've got 20 players each. We've got 20 players each, and these are the facts. You're not a big club. We're both not big clubs as the likes of Arsenal or the Tottenhams, etc. We are.
Why are you throwing the Tottenhams in there? What are you sneaking?
Hey, Lawless, don't be silly, Lawless. Don't be silly. Dean knows what he's saying. Dean knows what he's saying.
Stop Spurs. What's that?
At the end of the day, look, let me just tell you this, Lawless, and see. D has got his finger on the pulse, and there's no banter here. If you speak to most fans so far this season, most fans expect Tottenham to finish 3rd. So that means we are a big club, and there's levels to this. Most fans expect.
Lawless thinks you are as well, actually.
Deji, are you the terrorist? Are you the terrorist, Deji?
Pardon?
You the terrorist?
You know that, bro. Let's not be silly.
I'm asking you. I'm asking you. Are you the terrorist?
Yes, I can say it with chest. Are you though? Are you?
Don't slip up.
No, but Don, let me be real though. You man could get Europa League.
Yeah, facts. We can.
The way you say that, Dej, you look at me,
bro, only way we get like top 5 somehow is basically you and Arsenal dropping mad points and for us to keep winning. That's the only way. But
Let me
We're
ask-
only
let me
5
ask-
points off of title contenders Tottenham, by the way. You
Okay,
know that,
hold on,
right?
Lawless. Are you in the title race?
we're 5 points off of them.
Hold on,
Oh, wait.
Look, we can end this debate
We
here.
are.
Lawless, are you in the title
Oh,
race?
you
You're
lot
only
are.
five-
Yeah. We're 9
So
points off of them.
Yeah, you're 5 points off title contenders Tottenham. So
Seven.
surely you must be close to the title race as well. So Lawless, let me
Well,
ask you
clearly,
this.
if they're in the title race, we're
No.
only 5 points away from
Okay,
a
so
title
let me
race.
ask you this.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
go-
nine points behind.
How many
Nine
points
points.
are you from the top?
Let everyone be quiet as well, because this needs to be clipped.
Yeah.
Lawless, simple question. Are you in a title race?
I'm not saying we're in a tight race. I'm not saying that. I've never said that. What I'm saying is, if Deji's sitting here and saying Spurs are in a title race,
hold
we're
on, but
5
you're
points
saying-
off Spurs.
You're
So
saying-
we, by Deji, no, I'm saying by what Deji's saying. I'm not saying by what I'm saying by what Deji is saying. We're 5 points off title
But
contenders.
I'm asking
right?
you, do you think Tottenham's in a title race?
Well, this is the thing. I think if Arsenal are in a title race, then Villa and Spurs have to be in a title race. That's
Thank
what I
you.
would say. If we're saying Arsenal are in the title race.
And you know what's scary
you
about
think-
Tottenham? Let's be real. Let's not kid ourselves here with Tottenham. I'm not gonna. People are gonna think I'm just glazing all over Tottenham, but Tottenham have
Hey,
had
Peter John
No,
has a
no,
good question, by the way.
Tottenham have had injuries, some significant injuries
Thank
this
you.
season. And on top of that, me personally, you might disagree with me. I don't think they've. I said it. I don't think they've got the squad yet. I think
Yeah,
Tottenham's
no,
got a
that's
lot of room for improvement. And
Mhm.
despite that, they've started there. We're coming towards the end of January, and Tottenham are there and about. I'll be honest. If I was Arsenal, if I was all these other teams, I would be extremely worried because I think it's incredible the fact that they are where they are with the injuries that they've had, without the depth that they've had, and in their first season as well. I think it's incredible, and I think Tottenham, you know, with these players coming back, I don't think they're going to slip off. I
You know,
think-
let me borrow a phrase from
Indeed, I
Deji.
think
Why
you
are
said
you
a key
shaking
thing.
your bum for Spurs? Why are you
Why am I
shaking?
shaking?
just
Let me
quote
tell you,
Deji.
I'm
Why are you
I'm
shaking
shaking
your
my bum and I'm shaking it violently. In fact, vigorously and aggressively. Let me tell you why.
No, D
Like
is for
Dee's
you.
just
D's
explained,
out here
what Dee's
all
just
over you.
explained to you, we've literally had to crawl to the bottom of the barrel, bringing out players like the Celso who couldn't get a sniff, Brian Gill, playing Emerson Royale, centre back, Ben Davis. These are players that we wanted to get out of our club, Højbjerg, and we managed to stay in. Unlike some of the teams around us, when we had the full squad, we were actually unbeaten for the first 10 games. Van der Ven's back, Romero's back. Soon Madders is now back, and then we're gonna have Bissouma and Pape Sarr and Bentancur. Bro, there's a reason to be jolly right now. So for me, D is 100% right. And when you look at games played,
Werner's going to save you now.
I'm gonna
Top,
be
yeah?
honest.
Werner's
I
going
know
to save
this is a
you.
London show,
Mm.
but Chelsea struggled with 9 men Spurs. Truth be told, even Moyes came out and said Tottenham was the best team that West Ham have played so far this season.
And
We went to the
beat 'em.
Emirates.
Oh,
we had
Moyes.
no problems with them. No, I'm
Moyes.
just giving
Oh,
you.
but Tottenham's been incredible this season, man.
We're
They've
doing
been
brilliant.
They've been
By
very
the
good.
way, who here has beaten Spurs?
They've
this
been good,
season?
but they've been overrated because even in games that
They
they've
haven't
won,
got- they
even
haven't
it,
got-
nah, bro,
Overrated.
even in
How
bro,
is it overrated?
even in games that they've like, bro, like listen, Spurs, yeah, like I said, I like how you don't play. I was defending your manager in the summer when people were trying to disrespect him. I said, bro, I think it's going to be good for them, yeah. And like I said, I like how you guys play your football and how you score goals. But at the same time, as much as you play well attacking, you can be got at. And I've watched numerous games of yours this season where I'm like, yo, Tottenham could have lost that game, or yo, Tottenham could have dropped points there. Do you know what I mean? So
But did
you're not
they?
untouchable. You're not
That's the beauty.
untouchable.
That's the
But
beauty of the
but
game,
you,
right?
you utilize your squad very well. That's your manager. Very good coaching. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I don't know why they just brought up the Chelsea game, the West Ham game, and the Arsenal game because they took 1 point from them 3 games. So if we're talking about how great the 3 games against, we were brilliant against Chelsea,
Dan,
9 men, brilliant
In his
against
head, they
West
won them
Ham.
all.
Don't do that.
In his
You know
head, in
why?
his head, they won them all, Dan. They won them
No,
all.
let
in
me
his head.
tell you why. Don said something earlier. He said, you know what? Forget all the other stuff. Look with your eyes. West Ham know that they were lucky to walk away with 3 points. When
Make
they came
your
to
own
our
luck.
ground. You got messed up by us. When we went to your gaff, Dan, you know you were lucky to walk away with a draw. In fact, you know, Arteta
You did
was,
well, man.
was
You did
breathing
well.
with
You
a
did
sigh
well.
of
You didn't
relief.
win, but you did well.
And Chelsea, you man only walked away with 3 points because we had 9 men. Let's just
No,
keep it
we were playing well even before you got anyone.
weren't
get
playing
this
well.
wrong. Yes, we was.
We were
Bro,
messing you up.
Dan, D, we started off poorly. Go watch that game back. Go watch that game back. We started off poorly, but we grew into the game. We grew
Genuinely,
into the game.
that was the most embarrassing
started-
win I've ever seen.
You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
no.
That was an
No,
embarrassing.
D,
That was a
before they had anyone sent off. Go watch the game back if you don't believe me. Yeah, we grew into the game. We were onto them, bro. Don't forget we had a goal disallowed as well. Literally just before we got Romero
there's a
sent
reason
off.
why I disallowed.
Caicedo scored that goal. It was I can't remember what the reasoning was. Yeah, whatever.
We had a
whatever
goal
that was.
disallowed.
We got given a pen.
You like what he's doing is
you know what?
Tottenham weren't as good as what people were saying that day, bro. We grew into the game.
Do you think if we had 11 men on the field that you would have beaten Spurs?
Yes, I think we would have had a good game against you. Yes, I think we would have had a good game.
That was embarrassing. That was embarrassing for Chelsea. Honestly, that was one of the worst hat tricks I saw from Jackson as well.
Bro, it was.
You know what's
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it was.
embarrassing.
I'm not saying it was a good performance, D. You're missing what I'm saying, bro. I'm saying before they had anyone sent off, we grew into the game. There's this narrative at the time that we were crap throughout. We weren't, bro. We grew into the game.
We can look at the league table right now, and Spurs are in a very good position. They're in a position where people coming into the season were saying Arsenal's going to win the league and that. But Spurs, despite having long-term injuries on significant players, are not that behind the superlicious Arsenal. You know, that beat us 5-0. So they're not behind them. So what I'm saying is,
the superlicious Spurs, you're the only team that they've beat here. Out of all of us, Palace are the only team here that Spurs
they've
have
had
managed to
injuries.
beat.
They've had
That's
injuries.
hilarious.
Apart from the Arsenal game, they've had significant injuries.
I also want to say this. Do you think if you had the level, look, listen to what D's saying. Do you think Lawless, if you had Kudus out, Bowen out, Paqueta out all at the same time, and then take out one of your defenders, that you guys would be 6? I would say the same about Arsenal. If you had Saliba out, Gabriel out, and you had, let's say, well, it doesn't even matter about your midfield, but let's say Declan Rice out, do you think you would be where you are? That's what Tottenham have done. We had that level of player out, and we are where we are.
You lost. Was it 5 games in a row or something like that? How many games did you lose in a row at the time, my brother? How many was it? Remind me again.
No, we've only lost 5 games all season. We lost about 3. So calm down.
You lost. Yeah, you weren't on good
games.
form. You know, you weren't on
We
good
lost 3
form.
games with our big guns. We went to the Etihad with all them man out. When you go to the Etihad with all them man out and get a point.
And then what happened when you went to Brighton?
What are you talking about?
What happened when you went to Brighton?
Bro, let's not do this. Let's not do this. You just talking about Wolves and all these other things. The fact of the matter is, despite all of that, we're still in the time. If that happened to you, man, you lot wouldn't be involved.
Well, man, listen, we got a wrap.
Just quickly. I mean, we can look at West Ham. I mean, it's going to be Sheffield United with those players are injured. So, Deji, your point stands because you know they're struggling already. And Spurs, I think, it goes down to coaching. You've been well coached, and not everything is perfect.
Spurs fan. Is D a Spurs fan? What's happening here? What's going on?
D knows football. D knows football.
It's true. It's true, man. It's the coach, bro. Ange, bro.
Yeah,
how can they go to United, bro? They went to United. They went to United, yeah, with a midfield of Højbjerg, Skip, and Bentancur, right? And they bossed United basically. They should have even won that game, if anything. If I had to pick a team that had more clear-cut chances, it was them. Do you know what I mean?
The only thing I've ever said about Spurs is that I just don't think their squad's good enough to put on a title race. I've said they'll get Champions League, and I think they will.
But our squad is stronger than your squad, though.
Dan. Let me just say something. Yeah, hold on. So now Chelsea's confirmed that we're in a final, innit? Yeah, and obviously Deji right now is basically on your neck. Dan, make sure that we don't win something before these Avengers that Arteta's put together, and make sure Spurs don't finish ahead of you because, bro,
you're right.
We shall be having serious conversations if that happens. I'm telling you, serious, uncomfortable conversations.
You ain't beating Liverpool. Come on, man. You ain't.
Bro, we should have been. Bro, every time. Listen,
Pochettino versus Klopp in a final.
Let me tell you something. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Yeah. You see Liverpool. Ask any Liverpool fan. They don't like playing Chelsea, bro. We always play better than them, and we end up drawing the game.
You're gonna win it, though.
They beat us. They beat us on penalties in the final.
You're gonna win it, though.
Come on,
bro. Listen, right now. I've got no trust in my manager as of yet. He needs to keep doing what he did yesterday. Then I'll have a little bit more. You're gonna win a little bit more chest. I hope we do, bro.
No, are you gonna do?
I should be going. Bro, I hope we do, bro. I'm hoping right now because I'm hoping my manager will carry on fixing up. I told you, look, for me, his Poch fix up. I told you his Poch fix up. Yesterday he fixed up, so continue to fix up.
I'm telling you now,
Madison is back. Spurs have got all their players back from injury. They've got the best stadium. They've got the best manager so far. They're sitting in a very nice position. If I was Potts, not Don because you're fighting with us lot, but if I was Potts and not Lawless because you're not going to be up there. But yeah, if I was only just Potts, I would be worried, Potts. I would be worried.
Do you know that? D, do you know why you're latching on to Spurs? Because your club.
I know what you're doing, D. I know what you're doing, D.
They've got one of the best training facilities as well. Honestly, they've got amazing videos, pre-match, TikToks and stuff. Tottenham are doing well. Tottenham are doing well off the pitch. Now,
the only bit we need to sort out is the first 11. That's it.
Yeah.
And it's cooking. I know for a fact we are finishing above Arsenal this season. That one there is not even a debate.
Woo! Woo! Don't let that happen, Dad. Dan froze at the right moment.
He froze there. That froze him.
He's gone. Don't let that happen.
His Wi-Fi's gone, so he can't reply.
I'm not even a Spurs, bro. You know I hate Spurs, but I'm gonna be unbearable if that happens, bro. I'm telling you.
Bro,
if that happens,
you can just see it though, bro. You can see it between the two teams.
No, look, if I was an Arsenal fan, let's be honest. Look, Don and Lawless, let's answer this. Like, if I'm an Arsenal fan, if I'm looking at Spurs, what's happened so far this season? Potts couldn't. Potts is back now.
Sorry, man. My Wi-Fi just said no, man. I don't know what you said to me.
No, you didn't catch that.
I didn't catch. I just heard D ranting about.
You said they're going to finish above you. He said it's a fact. He said he knows that for a fact.
Quick question.
I heard D getting a chubby over Ange and Spurs and Deji. That was all I heard, man.
No, Potts, are you not worried? Are you not? Because if I was an Arsenal fan, I would be worried of Spurs. I know, like, you want to play it cool and all of that, but are you not worried with where they are, with what's happened so far this season, with the manager they've got? Because I agree with all of you. I don't think they've got the depth. But the scary thing is, I thought they would have dropped off by now. But I think they're going to get better.
I don't think either of us are going to win the title, so I'm not really scared. No.
But potentially,
but the embarrassment of them finishing above you.
Oh, if they finish above us. If they finish above us, it's an embarrassment, and Arteta's got to get sacked. Yeah, I don't know what you want me to say.
Do you think there's a chance of that? Do you think there's a chance?
You've got to apologise to me as well.
Of course there is.
If they do that, you've got to apologise.
I think there's a chance.
When do you not play them? When do you not play Spurs?
Not till the end of the season, man. April. I think for me, if Emery and Pochettino finish above Arteta, then it's long for him. He's got to go, innit? I don't know what you're expecting me to say. Do I think it can happen? Yeah, potentially. Do I think it will? No. I think we'll come third, and I think Liverpool and City will all fight for it. That's what I think.
Well, can I just say one thing? Are you changing the goalpost? Were you one of them Arsenal fans at the beginning of the season that thought you were in for a title challenge?
Title challenge, yeah, but I didn't think we'd win it.
So you're slowly going down the table. So if I asked you in a month's time, you'd be hoping for top 4.
Yeah.
No, I don't care about bloody top 4. I care about a title, bro. I don't care about scraping top 4. We'll finish in the top 4, but that's a terrible season still for me. Like, I think that's where I'm at, bro. Can Tottenham finish above Arsenal? Yeah. Will they? I'm gonna say no, but I wouldn't be stunned if they did because of the way we've been playing.
I'm worried.
Do you know what I can say with a certainty? That we'll all finish above Palace. That's a fact.
Okay, I know what I can say for a certainty as well. Just remember last season.
Oh, what are you doing? You're gonna draw with us at Selhurst, yeah? We're gonna come to Selhurst.
We finished above you last season. Don't forget that.
Listen. As we wrap up, D, as we wrap up, are you going to be wearing a West Ham shirt and eating a chili, or is Lawless going to be wearing a Palace shirt and eating a chili? Come on, talk to me.
Well, why would I wear chili? What's that about?
Wear a chili.
Wear a chili.
No, why would I eat it?
Don't make me get the receipt, man. Don't make me get the receipt.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Lawless, why doesn't he remember?
I don't remember.
It's just what I mean. He don't want to remember because he knows we're 14 points ahead of them. So he knows he's done out here. He knows he's wearing a West Ham shirt.
Cool. That would be embarrassing. Honestly, all we need is Hodgson to get sacked, yeah.
And you're going to go on this amazing run.
I don't know why you got rid of Vieira.
I think the 40 points can change so easily. I think the 40 points can change.
Me
that.
too,
Like,
man.
after
No,
a few
incredible.
weeks,
Listen, we got to wrap up, man. I wasn't going to be here for another hour.
yeah.
Listen, big up to all of you, man. Thank you so much for coming on. It's always a pleasure talking to you, gentlemen. And big up to the chat, man. All of you are moving mad. It's been brilliant to see all of you here again. So make sure you do me a favor. Do a few favors, actually. Make sure that you like this one. Make sure you subscribe. And make sure you go follow all these men as well, yeah? Make sure you go over to Greasy Don on socials. Make sure you go over to Deadgy Spurs, putting out content all the time. Make sure you go to D Palace, Back of the Nest, and make sure you go to West Ham Fan TV and at the Lawless. We'll be back next time on This Is London. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll see you then. Take it easy. We are out of here, people. Peace.